What's up, Game Boys and Girls? Big T here, back with another video, and we're going to be talking about the recent Switch 2 leaks. I laugh because I don't know. I don't really talk about this kind of stuff like ever, but I just wanted to kind of get my take on it before more information comes out. So, as you guys already know, there's been like a quote unquote leak of a prototype of the Nintendo Switch 2. The specs and whatnot that have come out, not sure how they would have gotten those, but they seem sensible to me. Power wise, I won't really go into detail on this stuff. I'm putting this video out in the idea that you already have seen or know what the stuff is about. If not, I'm sure you can easily find it from billions of different YouTubers. So if you want to get into the details or whatever, you can. But I don't believe that the actual physical prototype is real. There's just something that seems really sketchy about it. The fact that they show a motherboard inside of a so-called kind of mock-up. What do you call it? It's not a shell, like a mock-up shell of the Switch 2, and there's no chips on it, which I thought was kind of weird, but maybe makes sense. But why then have the shell of the Joy-Cons and not have motherboards for those? I thought that was kind of weird. Why have the shell for the Joy-Con itself and not have motherboards for the Joy-Con, but have a motherboard for the Switch? The tablet part, and I just thought that was strange. And I don't have like any hard evidence to. I just don't believe that this is it. It's something about it. Like obviously I believe the Switch 2 is a thing because Nintendo basically confirmed it. But I'm not sure if this thing is, because I remember when the NX was a thing, back before we knew it was the Switch, there was this like controller prototype that made the rounds and everybody believed it and it looked real, because people didn't know a whole lot about 3D printing yet. And so it was still kind of new to most people, or a lot of people anyway. And it looked really professional as far as the 3D printing goes. The glass and all that stuff looked really a lot sharper, a lot cleaner than your typical kind of 3D printed thing. And that kind of gave it more credence, and it matched up with the patent, right? There was a patent that was a real patent from Nintendo, design wise and shape wise, of what the a possible controller for the Nintendo Switch was, or excuse me, the Nintendo NX at the time. And so that made it more believable. But we all kind of think the Switch 2 is going to be an evolution of the Switch. It only makes sense. A more powerful Switch, right? And like I said, the power, as far as the leaks goes, with the specs, makes a lot of sense. It's nothing crazy, and it's nothing like overboard nonsense, and it's not super weak or anything. So it makes a lot of sense, especially if you want to have third-party games easily come to your console and easily what's the word, to make them more compatible, to easily to downgrade them if you have to. Obviously you're going to have to do that. So easily downgradable, compatible with that hardware. So makes sense. But I just don't believe, for some reason, there's something about this that feels a little sketchy. I know a lot of people are jumping on and saying this is definitely it. And I'm not here to rain on that parade. I'm just saying I'm skeptical. I don't believe this is it. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because it is what we think it would be, which is like I said, it's just a more powerful Switch, and it's just an upgrade. So I had speculated in a few videos ago, about the fact that I don't think the Joy-Cons are going to remain exactly the same. I wouldn't be over surprised if they did, but I gave my reasons for why. And I thought they would go with more, but this kind of form factor, because I don't like playing in handheld mode with the Joy Cons. I don't like, because it's just not comfortable. For my hands, it's not comfortable at all, and that's why I like these Nixie or uh, Split Pad Pro style Joy Cons. They just fit better, and some people I talked about, oh, because the whole passing off half of your controller to somebody else, that kind of thing isn't really that popular. And some people came and said, oh no, I like to do that, I still do that. And I'm not saying people don't do it, I'm just saying I don't think it's a big thing for a lot of people who play Switch at this point. Maybe earlier on, before uh, you know more controllers came out, more controller styles came out, that was a thing. But I still think that they would go with something like this. But that's not why. I don't think they could easily not. They could easily go with the new or just like an evolution, a bigger size Joy-Con. And I don't really buy the magnetic connector thing. A lot of people just like really think that's a thing, and I don't see how that magnet would be strong enough, and then not just strong enough at over time the magnet is going to get weaker, right? That's the problem with magnets and using a magnet lock kind of a thing. uh, First of all, Nintendo has a patent on this, and this is perfectly fine. This is actually great. The the Joy-Con, the way they slide on, the railing system, if you will. And I want to show you a different one. This is because Nintendo has a patent on that. Nobody else could do it. So when let me pull out my Lenovo Legion Go here. So when Lenovo came out with their Legion Go, run out of the case here. Toss that case to the side. These also are detachable, but because they can't do that patent, they had to do something a little different. And so what they did was, here you have the little button here, the little release button here, and you push on it and you kind of just pull down a little bit, and it's not really a railing, it just kind of goes into that little slot there. And there is I think there's some level of magnetism there, but I'm not really sure. It's not much. But yeah, you put them back on, kind of pop them in like that and push up just a little bit. So it's not a whole full-on rail system, and so they can get by Nintendo's patent. And this is actually sturdier than the railing system for Joy-Cons. This is a lot sturdier. Like, they don't really bend at all, and it feels great. And as you can see here, there's some nice grip on the back of this thing. So yeah, you can pull these off and you can do split pad. This also has a really good kickstand, much like the Switch OLED. It's a nice kickstand there, full, very strong. But yeah, you could just, I mean, these are a little bit more awkward than the sliding mechanism for Joy-Cons, but it still works pretty well once you get used to it. It took me a little bit to get used to it. I kept fighting with my muscle memory of the Switch railing system. So once I got over that, it's pretty quick, pretty easy. But yeah, this is also a really good way to do your own thing. So yeah, Legion Go there. All right. But yeah, I just, for whatever reasons, I think this is a hoax. But again, I don't think the Switch 2 will be much different or much off of this. And also, like, the screen is bigger, and that makes the Joy-Cons bigger. I would think Nintendo would want you to be able to use your current Joy-Cons. So, and the OLED screen is plenty big. And obviously, the bigger the screen, the more you have to power. So that's more on your battery life. And this is a pretty good battery life on this. Obviously, it's going to have more power, so the battery life is going to be different. It's going to be a different battery. But this is a really good size, also, for your portable system there. So I don't know why they would really go bigger, other than just to compete with like Steam Deck or the Legion Go, which they don't really need to. So I don't know. But yeah, again, I don't think this is a real thing. I'm just gonna put it out there so I can dance when I'm right, or just be like, yeah, I was wrong. But I think I might be right on this. And I'm surprised that so many people are just like believing this is it. It could be, like I said, it definitely, certainly could be, but I'm saying it's not. And there's an idea that because this leak is out there, Nintendo's gonna present the. I don't know why they would do that. They just announced their holiday bundle. Like, to me, that makes no sense to announce the Switch 2 when you're gonna be trying to sell your OLED holiday Mario Kart bundle again. Obviously, is OLED, but yeah, I don't see why you would do that. You're undercutting your sales by announcing a new thing. People are just going to wait for. A lot of people would just wait for. So I don't think they. I think it'll be after the holiday. I don't think you're going to force Nintendo's hand. Even if something did leak, I don't think a leak would force them to come out and say anything. I think we're not going to hear anything about this until earliest, like late or mid to late December. Could it possibly just even be just January? Because I don't know why they would do that. They'll undercut their own sales. So, yeah, that's my take. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think this is the real Switch 2? Really got leaked? It just looks a little jank to me. Obviously, there's the CAD files and whatnot. Anybody could do that. I mean, it's not hard to create CAD files for something. So that doesn't do anything for me either. But I guess we'll see. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you again for watching and listening. And now, see you fools next time. Peace out.